Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Supergirl Season 3, Episode 21, Not Kansas. Very excited for this episode. I've had some pretty devastating news out on all my other favourite shows that I react to, but I'm really hoping this episode is going to cheer me up. It's going to give me something to make me smile today, as I need it. After the way last week's episode ended, I need to know what happened next, so let's go. And we're straight in. Thank you, Kara. Hurry up, please, Lena. Keep tricks working together, yes! Yes! I mean, I don't think this is stopping rain for good, but I'm hoping it's good news for Sam. You saved Sam.
Sam?
Like I said, I don't think that's the end of rain, but Sam, we saved her.
You have some aspirin.
Yay! That was some good news to start the episode. What I wanted.
Mom? Ruby? Look at your hair. Do you like it? Yes, I love it. I love you.
That's what Alex wants.
Thank you.
All the two have to work together and stay friends.
Well, you did it. I don't know.
She could visit. Either way, I wanted to stay here and visit there, but she can visit.
Guilty. Rain is gone. You have dedicated your whole life to taking care of others. It's time for Kara's. No one deserves that more than you.
Exactly. It's not selfish to look after yourself. I mean, I want Kara to stay on Earth. I think ultimately Kara will stay on Earth. But it's not selfish.
I didn't want to do without you. It's really meant a lot to me.
Yeah, well, a while ago, someone pretty great taught me how to be a hero.
Shouldn't do a bad job. Why don't you just come with me?
I wouldn't want to crash your homecoming.
You wouldn't be crashing anything. It would be lovely to have you there.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Okay. The woman of the
Mel should tell her how he feels. I mean, he doesn't want to burden her and sort of ruin her happiness or expect her to feel back and everything, but...
I'm really gonna miss you guys. And I owe all of that to you.
Here, here.
You are my friends who understand me and make me laugh.
This is really beautiful, even though, like I said, I'm sure she's not going to stay. This is beautiful.
And shown me what it means. And this is not goodbye. It's see you on the flip side. Okay, maybe I was a bit of a nerd.
That sounds about right.
I love them like a little family.
It's really family.
My husband, Leral, and our 2 kids.
Okay, we really need to catch up.
I'm so happy that Kara getting to have this piece of her world back. I think ultimately she can come to peace with it.
The surge of clarity that comes right before the end. I've been wanting to tell you, my son.
Not yet.
You have to accept it, John, as horrible and awful as it is.
Oh, hey. How you feeling, buddy? Yeah? Hey, Kara, this is Val.
Nice to meet you. New friend?
She's gonna find out what he did.
Healed him with a device from his belt.
It's a development from the future.
Saving people without telling me.
You didn't want to take credit or reward.
Of course.
Gosh.
I'll see you, buddy. Of course.
Are you sure you're
I'm
all right?
so happy he came with her.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay.
He gets to see, okay, things are going wrong now, but gets to see her on
Do you
Krypton.
think I'm being paranoid?
If I've learned anything, it's that your instincts are usually spot on.
Yep.
It will allow you to fly.
I just love them so much. He believes in her so much.
Civilian version of the assault rifle we produced for
Civilian assault rifles.
not to work. Our guns bring families together.
Sure.
I remember when my grandpa gave me my
I never really understood that argument, that someone's right to own an assault weapon is more important than someone's right to go to school safely.
Yep.
That is a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
I feel like James and Lena do have a lot of things
Miss Tessmacher!
where they're on different sides of the environment.
We are gonna need
the argument
your stomach.
Did you find the gravity manipulator?
Excuse me.
If I was MON-EL, I'd be like, don't leave me alone. I'm gonna go see if Kara needs any help. Oh, who is this person? I think Kara's gonna find she doesn't belong here. Hard as that is to admit.
Have we identified
She should
any
visit
potential
still.
suspects yet?
Not yet.
With Clark.
But there's no cameras on that door.
Where is it?
South
Could have told us that sooner.
I'm on it.
This is the music from the dream at the beginning and she was wearing white like that. Oh my god. Sorry, this is like the dream that she had in the first episode. We're finally going to find out something about that. All I need is for MON-EL to come in right now. There he is!
Now she's governed by the Kryptonian version of feng shui.
Basically, I want that happiness for myself.
It's next to you.
Just don't know if I have it in me.
You do. You had it last year.
And what I do know is that I'm very happy you're here. So thank you.
Is he gonna...
You okay?
Yeah, I just didn't want to burden you.
Oh my god.
Sure. I know you've moved on from us. When I left Imra, she asked me to sort out how I felt. And not just about her. About you.
He said the words.
I'm trying to convince myself that friendship between us was the right thing.
Oh my god, he's saying the words that I needed him to.
But I think I've been lying to myself.
Yep.
I'm sorry to spring this on you in the midst of you trying to acclimate here.
Don't be sorry.
I just
Don't
don't
be sorry. Yeah.
pretend like they don't exist.
After you left, I had a dream where I was walking down this path.
Yep.
A lot like this one.
Yep.
And
You were there.
waiting for me.
I'm like tingling all
All
over.
I wanted was for you to be in that field with me. And now you are.
Now I am.
Now he is. Oh my god! They were literally so close to each other. Go away! She's protecting him and...
There.
I'm so emotional right now. We got you. That was so beautiful. Oh my god. That was so beautiful. Things are happening I want to focus on. Is she already
She helped
gone?
me defeat Rain.
Nothing is as it seems.
So Kara's gonna know that Rain's not over and she's gonna have to go back.
90%.
I'm still tingling.
That is as sure as you're allowed to be inside.
The DEO will begin phasing out the use of weapons of lethal force.
Good.
We
Oh
are
my God.
destroying our guns.
That is amazing. Good riddance if you'd rather kill someone. And if you've got a non-lethal weapon, that's just as good if you knock out the bad guys, you kill
We
them.
can have a lasting, important, and necessary
love
impact
John.
on the world by... Thank you.
Well done, James, helping John get to this.
Dismissed.
She's recruited Eve.
I really can't thank you enough for bringing me on. It's so...
I am now.
It's important. It's hard and it's horrible.
Sure.
Yeah. Please don't let Rain attack them. Please let's let them be happy. They deserve to be happy after everything. Oh no, did it not work forever? Ugh.
Where's the ship?
It's gone.
What?
Look,
Yep, she took it. Selena. No, I don't want it to stop. I just want to keep watching. Okay, that was a really fantastic episode. Exactly what I needed after my morning. I have so many thoughts. I'm going to start with Rain. I don't think she's gone. I mean, maybe she is gone and they did defeat Rain. I mean, it did look like she evaporated, but I had this feeling that she wouldn't be gone that easily. I suppose if Selena and that lot are going to become the villain for the end, maybe Rain is gone, or they'll find a way to resurrect her, or who knows. I just hope Sam and Ruby can be safe. I think Alex looking into adoption agencies is really important for her because she knew she wanted children all her life. I mean, that's something you just know if you want them. And then having that time with Ruby really showed her that that was exactly what she wanted. And she misses that connection now. She's so happy for Ruby being with her mum, of course. She's not in that sense sad, but she's sad for herself that she had that connection briefly. So I think that's a really good thing for Alex to do. And it could be an interesting character development for her next season, if that's the path she chooses to take. Jean and his father is... they've introduced such a tragic plotline this season. They gave John his father back and then they're sort of ripping it away, but he had that time with him and he can always treasure that time with him. And I think this ritual is a really important thing for the Martian species and for continuing on, and it will help his father have peace of mind. So I think it's very important that they do it. Not sure who John will do it with when it's his time, but we don't have to worry about that. I loved the talk about gun control, gun violence. I think that's a very important issue in America, as the rest of the world has gun control and has no issues. But in America, it's a very big issue, and I love the idea that the DEO is going to use non-lethal weapons. Because I think we have this gun control debate, and in so many of the shows we turn on, you see characters running around using those guns. And okay, the characters using the guns, in most shows, they are good guys. Good guys, they're the cops, they're the heroes, they're the people there, they've got the guns to save people. But I think it's a really important step, and actually I love that development. Lena looks like she's found some other uses for the rock. I hope she's still going to make some for Kara to take to Argo City, but if not, Lena has found some new things. I love that Eve has sort of a sciencey background and everything, and they're going to hopefully use Eve more because, you know, she's always been in the background and she's cool. Okay, so then we're going to get to Kara, Mon-El, and her time. I think it's so special for Kara to be able to have that piece of Krypton still there, that she can go home, that she can see it. I think this season for Kara, it's been very much her identity, figuring out who she is. Is she Kara Danvers? Is she Supergirl? Is she Kara Zor-El? Can she be all of those things at once, or is it one or the other? And I think, so for Kara, you know, she sort of thought when she lost Mon-El, she lost her sort of... it crushed her sort of human side, naturally, because, you know, you love someone and they're taken away from you. That's not easy for anyone. And so she sort of thought, I must only be Supergirl, I don't need this human side. But then she came to think, well, I need to have both. But she always had that Kryptonian side, her Kara Zor-El side, that she'd never tapped into, that since she was a child, since she was 12, 13, she just shut off completely. And I think this is a brilliant outlet for her to explore that side of her, to figure out who she is. I think ultimately she's going to find that who she is Kara... was Kara. Who she is Kara on Earth. I think she'll choose to be Supergirl, she'll choose to be Kara Danvers on Earth, but she'll still have her Kara Zor-El memories. She'll be able to go on trips to visit a piece of Krypton, which is so important to her, and hopefully she will take Clark at some point, poor guy. But I love her getting to explore that. I think it was quite telling the way that she just did not feel at home. I mean, she was so happy to be there, to see everyone, but in terms of making a home there, her instinct was to protect, to fight, to investigate, whereas her role there would not be that. I suppose she could join the peacekeeping force or whatever it was called, but I think it's interesting. I think Kara would have, even without this development of Selena going back to Earth, wanted to go back to Earth. I think Mon-El is going to use his gravity thing to call the Legion, and they're going to come back to get him, and he's like, actually, we're not going anywhere, we need to borrow the ship, we're going back to Earth, and that's going to be how the Legion come back into it, and how Kara and Mon-El get back to Earth. Now we're going to come to the most important part of the episode, Mon-El. Kara asked Mon-El to go with her, and then she thanked her for coming, so how wonderful their friendship had been. I think for Kara, she had been very successfully putting her feelings for him in a box, in sort of like a precious place inside her, but in her mind he's moved on, he's married, it's all this thing. She didn't know the true circumstances of the marriage or anything like that, so she was very much closing it off as something that she couldn't have, and trying to get to a place that was at peace with that, and being able to have him as a friend helped with that. For Mon-El, he's been battling and struggling with this, and he's not wanting to burden her. But what I said at the time, when John gave him the advice of don't tell her it's a burden on her or whatever, was that because they were in the middle of fighting Rain, it was wrong, because if Kara's mind was on, oh my god, Mon-El loves me, what should I do about that? When she's fighting Rain, she's not going to have a full focus. As far as they knew at that moment, she had defeated Rain. That was done with. So Mon-El telling her was not being selfish or burdening her, and I love that they had her telling him not to apologise. The scene, the music, they were dressed the same as in the dream. Is there going to be some other significance of that, or is it just a complete coincidence? But either way, I don't care, because it was just like the dream. They were wearing the same clothes, they were walking through a pretty naturey place. There was Saturn, well not Saturn, but you know, maybe, I don't know, the same planet in the distance as there was in the distance in the cities to in the dream. and it was beautiful, and he finally told her how he feels. He told her that Imra had told him to sort it out, the true reason he stayed, that friendship wasn't enough, and the look on her face, she put her hand up to his, she was going to tell him she still loved him, she was going to kiss him, they were going to have that connection, and it's there, it's right there under the surface, and then they got interrupted because we can't have nice things, but oh my gosh, it was amazing to see that. It was like, I finally, you know, been in a drought and there's been a little rainfall. It was beautiful. It was everything. I'm literally, as soon as I stop recording this, before I edit this video, I'm going to rewatch that scene several times. It was everything I needed, everything. It was more than I expected, I'll say. I thought it was going to be, when Mon-El told Kara her feelings, that maybe she'd be a bit confused, or she'd sort of make a sort of vague comment about needing time to process because it was a lot for her to deal with. But she didn't. Her response was to smile at him, to look at him, to be drawn back towards him. It was everything. I'm very annoyed that they got interrupted, but then she immediately, when the danger came, she was like whisking him to safety. Oh, they're everything. Their teamwork throughout all of these episodes since he's been back and since before he was gone. But, you know, since season 3, their teamwork in season 3 has been on another level. They fought Rain using the cape tricks that he taught her. They have been so amazing. They make me so happy. They light up the universe. That's always been my tag for them on Tumblr. They light up the universe, and they just do. Oh, my heart is so full with them right now, and I am so thankful for their existence. I'm very emotional. So yes, that was my reaction to this episode. It was a wonderful episode. I'm still worried about the finale, but I feel at peace with the fact that I know they love each other. I know that their love for each other has not diminished. If anything, it's grown stronger. Their teamwork has grown stronger. It's beautiful. So yes, thank you for watching.